Good morning, friends, brothers and sisters in Christ. My name is ZacMoyer, and I'm presently in my second year at SUNY Broome, and I'm taking courses that will eventually lead me into ministry, as I have been called in this direction. Although my parents live in Endicott, I was born in Syracuse as my mother's health was at risk during pregnancy. Being an out-of-control diabetic, she spent most of her pregnancy in the hospital. When it became evident that she would go into early labor, they sent her to House Irvine for closer monitoring. Although I was not due until October, I was born 12 weeks early on July 21st. I weighed 2 pounds, 2 ounces. Although my life was at risk during these early years, I feel that God had a purpose for me. I spent 3 months in the NICU between Syracuse and Wilson Hospital in Johnson City. My parents were members of the Nimmonsburg United Methodist Church. Upon my discharge from the hospital in October, my parents started taking me to church. In May of 1998, I was baptized at Nimmonsburg United Methodist Church by the Reverend Philip Thorick. Just prior to my baptism, Reverend Thorick and his wife had taken a trip to the Holy Land. Reverend Thorick brought back water from the Jordan River and used this in my baptism, and I feel that I've been a special child of God ever since. As my mother's health deteriorated, she was on dialysis and eventually had a kidney transplant. I was in and out of the hospital. It became necessary for me to live with my grandparents. Just after my 3rd birthday, my mother had a low blood sugar, and she fell in the kitchen and broke both her legs and had to go into a nursing home. This was a turning point in my life. I was determined at this point in time by my family that it was in the best interest of everyone that I go to live with my grandparents in Binghamton. I needed a stable environment in which I not had in a long time. Because of my prematurity and low birth rate, I would require special attention. I also required several surgeries and many special services such as physical, occupational, and speech therapy. I went to Shenango Valley Schools and graduated in 2016. As I grew older, I became more involved in the Nimmonsburg Church, going to Sunday school, playing piano and trumpet solos, helping at church dinners, singing in the children's choir, playing in the handbell choir, alcoholiting, serving on committees, and becoming a certified lay speaker. I've assisted in the worship service and I've preached in the absence of our pastor. When I was about 11 years old, I had my first experience going to Sky Lakes Junior High Camp. In the years that followed, I attended both regular camp and music camp. I also started attending the winter retreats at Sky Lake. I feel that this experience here has made a real turning point in helping to transform me into who I am today. Between my sophomore and junior year in high school, I feel that I've had a calling into the ministry while at Sky Lake. A group of counselors and friends were sitting around in a circle talking about different things, when all of a sudden I had an overwhelming power of not only emotion, but a great sense of being in the presence of someone much higher and powerful than myself. I started to realize that God was calling me into ministry as a career. Since then, I have planned the direction in my life accordingly. This direction has taken me to Broome Community College, where I'm in my 2nd year. I plan to transfer to Houghton College in the fall to obtain a degree in pastoral ministry with a minor in history. At this time, my future plan upon graduation from Houghton is to go to seminary and become an ordained minister. I feel that God has given me direction in my life, and I must be open to wherever He leads me. I feel this presence of God in my life every day, such as when I became acquainted with Pastor Mark. He's been such a blessing to me. This spring, I will be doing a community internship with Pastor Mark. This is a class through SUNY Broome where I'm required to spend 75 hours out in the community working alongside a mentor who will guide me through what it takes to be a pastor. I'm honored to have this privilege, and I'm looking forward to learning everything I can from the person who I most admire. I'd like to go and thank Pastor Mark for allowing me to tell my story, and I'm grateful to you as a congregation for allowing me to speak and have you listen.